Here at the Chevy dealer, gonna check out some new Chevy trucks. Let's do it. Got a Silverado that hasn't been, all the stuff still on the seats here. Looks like it just arrived. It's a Crew RST, 59,000. These are the same thing, kind of similar to the GMCs as far as everything underneath. This is more similar to the Elevation without the X31. Got a Trail Boss Colorado. These Colorados have been selling like hotcakes, so the Colorado Trail Boss. And it is $41,795. Cheaper than a Tacoma non-TRD. Got another sweet gray or silver. He's sitting at 87. Those are pricey. The 2500s, man, they are not offering deals on those right now. When I was at the GM dealer, there was nothing doing, but the 1500s, they were offering quite a bit off. It's a black Z71 Trail Boss. It's coming in at 56. Another Colorado Trail Boss. I'm actually surprised to see these here. I've noticed these Colorados were selling like crazy, at least here in Colorado. These are coming in at 42,535. Let's look under here. Yeah, about the same as the last ones I looked at. A little bit better than the Tacoma on the tailpipe location, but AT4X, that's a really cool looking, got the little Duramax in it. AT4X is gonna have all the goodies underneath. Multimatic. I really like the looks of the AT4Xs, but they are some pricey buggers. This one's at 82,590. You're looking at the same nice departure exhaust. Now this is a good sign. We got this entire row. We got 3/4 tons and half tons. Just a white LT. 5.3, 61,000. I found it interesting. I think normally GMCs are more expensive than the Chevys, but lately, at least here, I noticed that these Silverados were, I think, more expensive than the last GM dealer I went to up north. So I thought that was interesting because traditionally it's the other way around. 1500 Crew LT, 461. So yeah, the prices, I think these are a couple grand off on the website, or 4 grand off maybe at the most. I'll go take a look. So black LT, 5.3 liter, 61,000. Z71. So they're not completely based out, and they're not the 2.7. They're a V8. Here we got the Z71 Duramax Trail Boss. Custom, 57,000. I know a lot of people don't like white. I'm kind of a white and black fan. I like it. And these are going to be real similar to the GM as far as their exhaust on the Trail Boss, similar to the Elevation with that X31. So tucked up pretty good. Everything underneath I think looks as it should. Take a look at the front of this. Same thing. We got the Z71 underneath. Looks pretty good. It's this little plastic thing in the front, but then metal under the diff and the oil pan. So pretty good. Got a red Z71 LT again, 62. We already looked. So all these are GMCs, and looks like all these on this side are the Silverados. Might get a little lower in price right here with this custom Trail Boss. It's got the 2.7 and it is 54,000 with the 2.7 4-cylinder turbo. Heard a lot of good things about that engine. I've never owned one. People comment on my channel all the time that they love them. But the jury's still out on how reliable they're going to be, but so far they've been okay. Same thing, 2.7 liter, 54,000 for an LT. Got another gray Z71 Trail Boss, 2.7 liter, 54,000. Seems like the theme, they're all stuck around 54. Now we've got the Silverado to try to compare the 2500 Duramax to the, AT4. I don't think this is the trimmed out the same. It's just a regular 4x4. Custom 6.6 Duramax, 67,000. So kind of crazy that the 2500s in some cases are the same price as the 1500s. I really think half-ton prices need to drop. The black Trail Boss. This is the 2.7 liter, same thing, 54,000. Holy cow, that is a bright red. Bright red. This is a same thing, 2.7. Ooh, down 52.4. This is the cheapest one I could find so far. It's a custom with the four banger that puts out probably more torque than my V8 does, but oh well. For how long though? This one is the 5.3 sitting at 56. So they do want a little bit more for the V8 still. Probably cost them a little more to make them. There's that really sexy gray and black color. I really like that. This is the Duramax Trail Boss. Custom 57. These things get great mileage, those Duramax, man. There's been some crazy reports online about the mileage on those. Here's another black Duramax Trail Boss, sitting at 57. The 3-liter Duramax 10-speed auto. It's a little darker red, not quite that ultra bright red. Z71 Trail Boss, 5.3 liter, sitting at 65 for the LT. Once you jump to the LT, the price jumps a lot. Pretty cool. Gray color again, the custom. I think this is a custom, isn't it? Yeah. Custom Trail Boss. 54 with the 2.7. Nice blue color, dark blue. The custom 54,000, 2.7. So this is something that it's a Trail Boss, but they're kind of lower trim Trail Boss. So we'll take a look underneath this. And looks like they still got the Ranchos. They still have the metal skid plate, plastic one in front, but the metal underneath the important parts. Here's a Silverado with no Trail Boss package, just kind of a vanilla custom, and that is 52.4 with the Duramax. And you're looking at something similar as the Elevation without the X31 on the back. The exhaust right there. And we got the RST Duramax, 59,000. It's a pretty color though. We got another 2500 in that ceramic-y gray Duramax custom 67. And we got 2500 again, 6.6 Duramax 67 custom. So a lot of the same trims here, not a lot of variation. A little black 3/4 ton again. No sticker. Looks like the last 3/4 ton right here. Just the custom 67 420. Similar bed as to what we saw in the GM. This is April, so I don't think tax season saved their bacon, but they've definitely sold quite a few vehicles. I see a lot of vehicles gone that were here a month ago, so it's quite interesting. We got the high country Tahoe here. I used to love the Yukons and Tahoes, but then they jumped in price and I never bought another one. Had some problems with them. $90,000 for a high country. Holy smokes. Got the bigger engine though. Got the SLT Yukon. SLT Yukon is $74,000. It's the reason it's 74 is these handles, they're colored. No, two-tone handles. It's another, you got to go up in price. Got a black Tahoe. I remember when Denali's were like in the $40,000 range and everybody thought that was expensive, and now they're double. $62,000 for this LS. It's as low as you're gonna get. Got another gray LS. Yep, sitting the same, $62,000. Got this Canyon Elevation. This was not here last time I was here. Pretty nice looking truck. That is $48,000. This Colorado, I think this Colorado was here last time I was here. Pretty sure. So we got quite a few Colorados in stock. I'm actually surprised. Since, March to April, they've actually put stock on. This one is $46,695 for the LT Colorado. So at least they're coming back in stock, and they're not going to be able to hold those high prices anymore. I'm sure the ZR2s and top trims will still be up there in price, but another Colorado LT, $47,190. Got the Z71 Colorado. This one is $47,580. Very nice looking truck. The AT4 Canyon. It's coming in at $48,825. Nice silver. Got the tin LTZ. The LTZ is $67,000 with the 5.3. Man, I think I'd just be buying a 3/4 ton at that point for value. Here's kind of a base. This is probably the cheapest one I've seen on any of these lots so far. It's just a base kind of double cabby size 2500 work truck, and it is still $52,000, probably because it is a 6.6 V8 with an Allison. Got some more Z71s here. There's a Z71 with the 6.2, a little different configuration than what we saw before. That is $68,000 with the 6.2 V8. Got some more baby Duramax. And $66,000, the 3-liter Duramax. Got a Suburban. This is the Premier. $91,000 for a Premier Suburban. Iridescent pearl coat. Got the AT4 Yukon XL. Sits up pretty high for a Yukon. They're huge. $80,000 for that one. Whew, they are proud of them. So yeah, this Chevy dealer has quite a bit of stock, more stock than I thought they would have. We've got these little guys. The AT4, it's an AT4, but it sits about 6 inches off the ground. Kind of funny, the little terrains. $38,000 here. So, man, those things are tiny for $38,000 SUV, but I suppose people buy them. And the Acadias, they do have some Acadias here. I remember when these used to be a little bit taller, they kind of look more minivan-y now. And they are $44,000 $48,000 for an SLE. So I really wish they would have kept the Acadia kind of sitting up higher like they used to. And there's one more red Acadia. You know, 45,000, 2.0 liter, 2-liter turbo. Although they didn't have a lot of luck with that. Look at that, that's an AT4 Acadia. I mean, it thing does not have a ton of ground clearance. It's not bad. It's just not like they used to be, that's for sure. And I know this isn't what a lot of people want to see, but that one sold, that one sold, that one sold, that one sold, that one sold. So they are selling cars despite what everybody says on YouTube and everywhere else, like, oh, the market's crashing. Like, it's coming down slowly, but it's not rapidly crashing. And people are still buying vehicles. It doesn't, you know, there are people that have money to buy these things. It's just the reality of life. So just got to get used to it.